We got the long-awaited, or something like that, EZAs. Vegeta and Trunks, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. These were very expected. I'm surprised that they didn't come out sooner, because I would have really thought that Vegeta and Trunks would have dropped with the Fusion Zamasu, considering they dropped in the same celebration and Vegeta and Trunks was before Fusion Zamasu. But that's okay. And then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is also one of the oldest TURs that hasn't gotten an EZA. It's like either the oldest or like second oldest that hasn't gotten an EZA, and so he was also very expected, especially considering the second part is GT. It was kind of just when, not if. So we finally got him. We're going over the details, and I also talk about something crazy. So I did see some stuff about the both units. I know they're very good, and we'll go over why, I guess. And then again, we'll go over like teams and stuff for them, which they'll work. I mean, they'll work on their own team because they still have a good leader skill, even though it's only 200%. Bopak or Bond Imperative Child plus Future Saga, and then Battle of Fate is a very good category. Even now, we still haven't gotten another Bopak leader, so you know that team is pretty good. I do think we are definitely in need of another one, just because of how many characters it covers. It's just a nice category to have. Plus, we have Pure Saiyans, Fuse Fighters. Like, all those teams are stacked anyway, so we might as well get another one. And so he activates entrance when there's another Bopak category ally on the team, and every time I say Bopak, it's Bond Imperative Child, which is very simple because pretty much every Goku in Z is on Bond Imperative Child, and then every Vegeta past Cell Saga is also on Bond Imperative Child. So just keep that in mind. That includes GT Vegeta, that includes what will be Daima Vegeta, that includes Super Vegeta. So just keep that in mind. And when you get that, you get 7 key, 100% defense for 4 or 5 turns, and you get 10% damage reduction, and then Rainbow Orb change for 3 turns. Basic effects, you get 2 key, 200% attack and defense. Guard, which is very nice. You just straight up guard everywhere. It's not just in slot 1. 20% damage reduction. Again, this is a stacking unit, so this is very nice to have guard and damage reduction. Now, obviously, it's not going to be 30% because this is going to go away after 3 turns, which is not that long, but this is really just here to make sure that you stack your defense. I can see him struggling like on turn 5, like his 5th turn. Although he still does have the 100% defense, but since he's missing 10% damage reduction, he's going to lose a little bit of defense because of that. He launches an additional has a 70% chance to become a super. When attacking with 18 or key or more, he gets a guaranteed additional super. When activating the active skill, or when attacking with 24 key, Bond and Parent and Child category allies get 30% defense, so he's a support, which is very nice. And then for every attack received or evaded, that is a big word change, or evaded. You get 2 key up to 10, 20% attack up to 100, 50% defense up to 159, and then 10% crit up to 50. And then as the first attacker, you get 200% attack and even, and an extra 30% damage reduction. So for the first 3 turns, you'll have 60% damage reduction in slot 1, which is very good. Or you'll have 50 after the 3rd turn. And again, this is a stacker, and he's guarding in every slot, and he has damage reduction. Like, he's going to be very good. He's not locked to slot 1 like he used to be, but 30% damage reduction and 200% attack and defense is a lot. So, and I'm pretty sure the 200% attack and defense is like multiplicative buff. I don't know exactly 100%, but I'm pretty sure this shows up a lot more than you would think it would be. He greatly raises, this is 12 key, 50% attack and defense raise, and then his 18 key, which is really crazy. He stacks, of course, which is a 20% stack still. I don't think they increase the stack, except for they raise all allies' attack and defense by 5% in battle. Now, I don't know if this just means them in the turn they get a raise, or if it's all allies. It might just be allies attack and defense plus 5%. So that's just the units in the turn with him. But it doesn't say like for any amount of turn or anything like that. So I'm just gonna assume it's the characters on rotation with him. Otherwise, it would be everybody on the team, but I'm pretty sure it's just the characters on rotation. Either way, that's still very strong. If you couldn't tell, like that's quite strong. Okay, so very good. I think that's a great EZA, especially comparing it to the previous. Now let's go to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This is an anticipated EZA for sure. Still Giant Ape Shadow Dragon 170, not useful. 4 key, 300% attack and defense, super effective. 40% damage reduction, gets an extra 40% his first turn. And then for every attack received or evaded, he gets 25% chance to crit up to 100. So he's going to have guaranteed crits very fast. And obviously his active skill is when you get hit by 4 turn, or get hit 4 times. So once you build up his guaranteed crit, he will have his active. As a second or third attacker on the turn, you get 250% attack and defense, and you launch a guaranteed additional, which is very nice. And then when receiving a super attack, you have a 70% chance to nullify and counter for 10 turns, and then after that it goes to 50%. So that's the only thing they kept, which is okay, I guess, but most fights he's going to have a 70% chance to nullify and counter every single super attack that gets thrown at him, which is very nice. That is actually very, very good compared to the 50% chance that the Super ECA4s had. This is actually going to be a great chance of nullifying every single super that he's ever getting hit by, which is, again, AoE supers, 20 million supers. If you counter, it doesn't matter. You don't take damage, right? So, yeah, very good, very strong character. Probably a top 5 easy, and by say probably, I mean he is a top 5 TUR right now, 100%. And then on super attack, he massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 4 turns. So he either massively raises attack for 4 turns, or he stacks. I'm pretty sure it's 4 turns. I'm pretty sure he just massively raises. So you get a 100% attack raise and a 50% defensive raise for 4 turns. So he's a pseudo stacker with a guaranteed additional in there. You're also going to build this guy additional anyway, so he's going to have a good chance to additional super. Get your pseudo stacks in. I like to call them pseudo stacks because you are stacking, but it's not an infinite stack. So it's only a 4-turn stack, so he's going to be much stronger the second turn, which is probably why they have the 40% damage reduction for 1 turn, so you can get your pseudo stacks in, and then as long as you keep those up, he's going to be quite strong with a 100% attack raise and a 50% defense raise. And again, depending on your build, you should probably be getting on average like 2.5 of those per turn. I say 2.5 because if you have the correct hidden potential, you're going to be getting the hidden potential additional pretty frequently, and then of course it's a 50% chance between it being a normal and a super. So I'd say it's probably a little bit less than that because it's not guaranteed. Maybe like 2.4, 2.3, somewhere in there. But you're going to be doing triple supers pretty frequently. You're going to be doing double supers all the time because it's guaranteed because you're not running this guy in slot 1 almost no matter what. Because he doesn't really have any slot 1 capabilities. I mean, I guess he could hang there a little bit, but nah, you're not really running him in slot 1. Overall, again, this is a very strong EZA. There's not many TURs that are better than him right now. EZAs, super EZAs, regular TURs. Like, there's not many better than him right now. So that's very nice. By the way, if you enjoyed, please do like, drop up the channel. If you're new, thanks for watching. And let's look at Bopak here, which also doesn't have another leader. Like, we literally have not got a singular leader since this guy in Pan. Like, they released in the same celebration. Like, this is Pan is their side banner unit. So if you're curious and you want to see if Bopak's good or not, I mean, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Beast Gohan's still good in some fights. These guys are here. These guys are going to EZA in 6 months. They're very strong. These guys are here. AGLUI is here. I mean, they got everybody, okay? Super Saiyan 4s. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan if you need the support. I mean, Kid Goku's even on bottom parent a child. Diamond Vegeta, like I said. Pretty much every Vegeta post Cell Saga Vegeta is going to be on this team because of Trunks. Any other great TURs. I mean, this team is stacked, loaded, whatever you want to call it. God Goku 23rd World Tournament, Path to Power, like, hello, Resurrection F whenever they EZA, which is going to be soon. They're coming up on an EZA. Like, we got so many characters on this team. This could use a new leader skill. I mean, the GT Super Saiyans. These guys could get sub EZA sometime soon. In fact, I think this would have been the celebration to sub EZA them, to be honest. Since they EZA, they could sub EZA. That's no problem. We got Chi-Chi, Spirit Bomb, Kaioken, Tech God Goku, who has his niche role in Battlefield and some other things. Like, this is a loaded team. Again, the Super Saiyan 4 Span. Like, there's so many. This guy's still pretty good. There are so many options on this team. I would love to get a new leader skill for it just because of the amount of options, okay? And again, if you want to say top heavy, this is very top heavy. In Battle of Fate, I mean, this guy is Vegeto's Battle of Fate. This guy's not Battle of Fate, so he's not going to be on it. I don't think he's Battle of Fate. No, he's not. He's not going to be on the full 200. I'm pretty sure that Vegeto is also not Battle of Fate. So he's not going to be on the full 200. But like characters like this guy is going to be on Battle of Fate. Yep. The 4s are Battle of Fate. I don't know if they consider this Battle of Fate or not. They don't. But again, this just category just has so many options. And with this 5% attack and defense stacking, like having them not on the full 200 would work. So again, very nice leader skill. Very great EZA. Again, comparing him to this, he's 100% locked in slot 1 because of this. But now he does guard, and he has basic damage reduction. Is he going to age out faster than AGLUI? Probably. But that's beside the point. He's still very good right now. And I'm not saying he's better. He's not better than AGLUI right now. He is better than AGLUI with this EZA. But in a year or so, I imagine AGLUI is going to be better, man. Hey, hot take, okay? AGLUI is going to be one of the best aging characters of all time. And that is because he has guaranteed dodge turn 1. He has 77% chance to dodge. After that, each time he dodges one attack, he goes up by 7%. So 84, it's 91, 98, and then 100. So, like, he's crazy. Then, if you're under 77% HP and you die, you revive. And guess what happens when you revive and come back? You get guaranteed dodge again. He's also a crit support. So, like, that unit's going to H pretty much be timeless until there's just dodge canceling everywhere, which there's not right now. All 4 of the hardest fights in the game are not dodge canceling. You can lower their attack, which is very nice. Gives different options to win these fights. And again, that all allies raise. Yeah, see, the raises is 20%. So they still raise by 20%, and they still only stack on 18 key. But they do get an extra 5% because all allies attack and defense. So overall, very strong EZAs. Very, very strong EZAs. We can check out what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has done, but I have done videos of him pre-EZA, so he was obviously not going to be looking too great there, but with his EZA, he's very good right now. Let's see if I can find him real quick. I just want to show what got changed, because it's a lot, man. This is an old character. Very old character, and I don't know why I cannot find him. Okay, so we're gonna just do this then, since this is going to be faster for me finding him. I lied. Where is he at? This is all staying in here, dude. Me struggling is okay. It happens. Where is he? Where is he? Okay. Okay. We're just gonna go to Giant Ape Power. That's my bad. That's my bad. Here he is. As you can see, 200% attack and defense. He gets this, and then that's it. That's it. This is his passive right here, pretty much. And he has super effective and 50% chance to nullify and counter. And then again, oh yeah, this is active. Receive 4 more attacks, and then you get 40% attack and defense. And he's a debuffer. I did not remember that he was a debuffer. That's gonna be very good in Goku Black and Zamasu. That's gonna be good in all the new fights. Okay. That's it. Let me know how you feel about them down below.